It'll be your host and caster iCup Fitz here. Hope you guys are having a good time. This is going to be the Defiler Tour number 56. Not that this is directly run by iCup, but there is no official English broadcast of this final, so we thought at iCup StarCraft TV we would do that. So in the top left-hand corner, on Othello, it will be Sziky, and in the bottom right-hand corner as Terroru, I think is the guy's name. Yeah, Terroru. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like terror with like Russians thing-majig, but there we are, and I hope you guys are having a good time with this. And I'm just trying to figure it. Okay, so everything seems to be working out pretty well. Let me just make sure my sound's up, because that would probably be a great thing to have. Okay, so Othello is a map that it can be exploited to. I know Sziky. Sziky is probably the best foreigner in foreign Brood War right now. It probably will always be the best foreign Zerg, but or just foreign player in general. But he's been known to have really good control with getting Ling run bys happen. And on this map, that can very easily happen against Terran. Not that it proves to be such of a nuisance against Terran as much as it is, say, Protoss, but it's impossible to actually tight wall off on this map. It's impossible on Othello. So, at least I'm pretty sure it's impossible. It's either this or Luna the Final, but I'm pretty sure it's Othello where you can never actually link tight wall off correctly. So that could be something that Sziky is planning to do right here. He is grabbing that gas before that third hatchery though, so this could mean that he is going to be going for a 3-hatch style here. We'll see what it will be. It could be Lurkers and it could be Mutalisks, or it could be some other crazy shenanigans that I have no idea what's going on. Sziky gonna be throwing off his Overlord down here, but won't be able to spot anything, unfortunately, as Terran has an FE right now. And now Terran's opened up with a 1-Rax. It looks like it will be a 1-Rax FE, and that's exactly what he'll do. And then this could be... we can see a whole bunch of different Terran openings from here. It kind of just depends on what he wants to do. If he wants like a direct hard counter to say this 2-hatch style, Terran needs to be a little bit wary. He needs to figure out if it's gonna be Lurkers or Mutalisks. But a good player like Sziky is gonna have a huge threat. It's just gonna be a massive threat, because that he's gonna be able to try to deny that SCV, or even better, trying to make it seem like faking out his opponent. Even that could happen with Sziky. I mean, this is the finals of a Defiler tour. I mean, this isn't like a regular like AB iCup event. I mean, there's money on the line here. I think it's like $75 or something, winner takes all. So, I mean, there is an incentive to win this match. So, as you'll notice here, this is kind of the important factor, what he does see with this SCV, because this will entail what Terran will eventually end up doing in this matchup. If he sees Lurkers, he's immediately going to throw bunkers at the front door and not want to waste turrets, waste money on all the turrets around his base. If he doesn't know, he's going to have to do that and probably maybe put a bunker around his command center, just to, you know, try to play it, cover all of his corners. That can be tough, and the SCV has been killed off, so Terran really won't know what's headed his way. Terran has opened up. This could be, I almost say it could be a 9-minute push. But when I'm looking at the supplies of this build order, at least it's not going to be the most refined, hypothetically, 9-minute push. That's what I've been practicing a ton. I don't even play, like, quote-unquote standard with, like, going into just, like, 6-rack bio. I don't generally do that. But the good thing against stopping against the 2-hatch build is, and it will be Aspire, by the way, is to probably go just tech up very quickly to Vessel. That is a great, quick way to deal with that. But we have a lot of links coming here from Sziky. Can he get the run by? No, he will not. Wondering why. I wonder if he could have gotten through. This is not tight, keep in mind. And he could have run into the main base right here. But he will be sending the 3 links, being annoying right here. And these are the Sziky links that could just be so annoying to deal with. And they're going to just try to continue to poke away here as this middle line right here. Never really seen this exploited on Othello to the extent that Sziky's doing right now, but he's making it work for him, as the bunker's not going to be in range of it. As you note that he has to keep Marines in his mineral line here. Looking back at his base, he is going to be getting up... I kind of forget this new tab that we have up here, but he is going to be getting up that stim pack research. And it looks like he will just back off for the time being. And Spire is about to complete, and 6 meters are on the way. The question becomes is just what damage can he do, because he's off of 2 Rex, he's getting that +1, he's getting that stim timing. He may be pushing here, and this is going to be a very interesting style if he is to do so. He's going to try to, if he's actually going to push right here, that's got to keep the meatless off his front, off of him. Oh, he's Terror from SJ Terror, okay. Again, is like, oh, SJ Terror, okay. But if he does push, that can keep him away, but it doesn't appear that will be the case. But I'm just wondering what he's deciding to tech, just staying off of 2 barracks right here, and he's not going to opt to go for the factory and then into vessel tech. And we do have +1 attack upgrade as well coming up. But you know, we'll see what does happen. Now where are the Mutilus at? Here we go. Here are the Mutilus. 1 turret's defending his production line, and something that I can relate to is if those Mutilus just get right in front of your production line, it is very, very difficult to deal with. Bunker will go down, and that is heavily unfortunate. SJ Terror is gonna immediately gonna throw up his bunker. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if he was like the best Terran in TLS, if I'm not mistaken, I could be very wrong about that, but I heard Terror is like an up and coming foreign Terran. He's going to go down to Sziky. We'll see if that will be the case right here. He's losing a lot of turrets right here. Good control by Sziky so far. Going in there, just continuing to do a nice volley right here. Losing a Mutilus right here. I don't know how many he has in here, unfortunately. It looks like Bwappy has been overhauled by the other thing, so we'll never know. But I assume at least 6, if not more. And Sziky will be expanding behind this. Not going to be opting to go into the all-in that we a lot of times see from a 2-hatch play, just going to straight on Guardian Tech. He will be scanning right there, taking a little bit more fire from the turrets right here. And an interesting decision not to put up turrets on the high ground either. That can make it fairly effective. And that's probably the reason why Sziky actually did decide to open up with Mutilus right here. Marine will fall. And it looks like he will begin the factory. And +1 is about to finish as well. Back at base, just continued muted production. And it's kind of what he has to do. I mean, this might even set it up to go into Crazy Circuit if he really wants to. I guess if that's what he's hoping to do, at least. But he just doesn't have the Ling count or the Hatcher count to make a whole bunch of Lings. And aha, there we go. Where's the Starport? Starport is going up right here. And this is where he's starting at the barracks. It's a nice defense so far. He hasn't taken too much damage, it seems like, right here. But as you note, the Marines are not in position to deal with this. He will lose a couple SCVs because of the because Marines are not in position whatsoever. A little bit of a miss micro right there coming out of Sziky, but I mean, so far playing flawlessly. I mean, maybe not killing Terror off completely, as it's kind of hard to do that just against a good Terran. But I mean, really no complaints. He hasn't like foddered really any Mutilus unnecessarily, and just showing what a great player Sziky is. Coming back in here, continue harassing right here. Medics taking some fire. We'll lose a medic from this volley right here, and we grab that 3rd gas right here. Now, grab that gas so early. Does that mean he's going to go into Hive to follow this up with? I wonder if that will be the case here. If not, either way. Now, ooh, gonna lose that turret right here. Now the natural is starting to just completely starting not to mine right here. Terror is getting a bit of difficulty trying to continue, but he's really found this nice spot right here. Marine glitching right through the geyser, but it doesn't appear that there's any way for Terror to actually get up there and position himself. He could try to get up here. What he might have should have done is put turrets up here, which could have made this defense a lot easier. But Sziky's starting to get to a huge amount of Mutilus right here. Getting very nice control. He has the Hydrogen thrown down. So it looks like it will just be a standard tech switch into Lurkers, into a Lurker contain, potentially just so he can get up his 4th as well. Irradiate's just got to finish along with the first vessel popping out right here. But I don't believe that it will have enough energy. We will find that out immediately. No, it will not. So he will not have that Irradiate up instantaneously, which is unfortunate because these Mutilus are just doing so much damage at this point. I've seen some crazy games where we've just seen mass Mutilus just win games. Who's the guy that did ICAP attack yesterday? Eon third. Against some random Terran. Like a B rank Terran, and just like went 2 Meta and then just win the mass Metalist and won. So I mean, I've seen this game over and over again, but it's entertaining to watch. I've just yet to see a Terran flawlessly defend it. That's probably where I should watch some professional StarCraft 1 games. Metalist taking a bit of difficulty, right? The main thing though right now is that Terran, while I mean he did lose his natural force some time. He's just not on the map right now, where he really kind of wants to be, as he's afraid of this counter, because Sziky's just done so much damage and his control is continuing to be flawless, or superb rather. Going in there though, definitely not going to be something he wants to engage in. Terran's getting so many turrets up. It almost makes it feel like that he shouldn't even go into any more Metalist production. As you can tell on the little production tab, that he is making a Hydros now, but can he get the Irradiate off? He will get that Irradiate off. That's a great one, but an instant split almost. My God. This guy's APM must be like godly. That's pretty crazy shit. And he will be saturating up these bases right here. Not great saturation though by any means. And again, I mean it's the 2-hatch meta play where you just constantly have to use up all your larvae. And as you notice that Sziky's still trying to just constantly be aggressive right here. He's not droning at all. He's making some lurkers behind all this. He's getting in the main base of the mineral line right here, doing massive damage. And Terror, I mean, what are you doing here, man? Do we have the workers? No, that didn't work. Apparently, okay, so apparently Wappy doesn't even work anymore when this is installed. All right, that's nice to know. Either way, good stuff happening all together. I mean, right now he has 16 on that. All right, so where is he positioning himself here? All right, he has these lurkers right here. Are they on hold position? This could be bad. No, they're not on hold position. That would have been boss if they were on hold position, though. That would have been very, very horrible. And he will be pushing out here. Finally, 2 tanks. Now, the Metalist are going to have to find a way to engage this army. Those tanks can be a bitch to deal with, especially when they start sieging up and if they start getting more of these. So the Metalist, though, now this is where it's going to get very tricky. Sziky has his opening to do damage on this army because it's in the open. It just depends on how he can position and deal with this army. And oh wait, I don't believe he has siege mode though. I don't think he has siege mode right here. He's going to just dive right for the vessels. I think there was 3. Now only 1 remains. And the tanks are forward. The way he should be pushing it with his army, but where's Sziky's army right here? He has a decent amount of lurkers right here, 7 of which. Couple Metalisks. Is he setting up a flank somewhere? Is he making lings? Yes, it does appear he's going to be making lings, so he's going to try to flank this army. And I like the Overlord position. There we go. He's going to get the last vessel. Meaning he's going to have to rely off of pure scans to deal with this. Stimming in there will force a universal stim on that. 3 lurkers going down so far, but he needs to get out of there. No, he's going to continue pressuring in here. He doesn't need tanks. Apparently, he's too good. And those lurkers will die. Which does take a supreme amount of control right here. Terror coming in here. Sziky's on a bit of the back foot right now. He's not going back in the main base right here. And if you're looking at the saturation, still only 5 drones. 6 drones on this guy and 9 on this. Not the greatest saturation that Zerg would maybe want to be off of 3 bases, considering. We'll see what he can engage. I mean, this isn't the strongest Terran force by any means. A nice dark swarm on this could be quite epic. All right. And continued production off of 3 racks. He's just doing a fairly decent job of doing this. The lings are getting onto the tanks, but none of them are going to go down. He will lose the vessel. He will use the scans, and he will do the best of his ability right here. Can Terror use Supreme Biomicro? It doesn't look like. Nope. Nope. If he had a bit more better micro, he probably could have dealt with that a little bit better. But he still had 2 lurkers behind him, so really, there was no way to cost-effectively come out of there. or have his majority of his army left after that engagement. And we do have a dropship being made over here. Now that's going to be interesting, because the fact of the matter is that almost tells me that, like, Terror doesn't feel very confident going in here. The reason being is that he doesn't feel like he can just take on Sziky just straight on with an engagement. Now, of course, you know, drops are great for harass right here, but if he's going to go into that drop play, right, that means he has, like, 8 less bio units in his main army, and he only has, you know, 3 bio per production cycle. He's going to be throwing down 2 more Raxes right now, mind you, but this is going to be, I mean, he's vulnerable right now if he's going to throw away, you know, 8 more bio with 2 medics, 6 Marines, and 2 medics. That tends to be what a drop does consist of. But what is Sziky going to do? He looks like he's just going to drone here. So he is susceptible to this drop that is coming down right here. Oh, but the Scourge intercepts it. And that drop did get shut down. Sziky, what is he going to do instead? It looks like both players are just going to be macroing, getting up the tech route going. Terror looks like he's going to go into that mech transition late game. Not going to stay with the Marine tank vessel composition, which I guess can be harder come late game. You really going to have to make sure that the ultra tech doesn't come up too fast. If you're going to go bio, I think you really should be all over the map right here. We'll see what Sziky can do to deal with this, though. This Marine is coming out here. But one thing that Terror is doing poorly, or what Sziky's doing very well, is sniping off a majority of those vessels. And what that does mean, come late game, he's just not going to have a lot of irradiance to deal with when Dark Swarm comes out. He's doing okay. He's staying in the mid game for sure. But once that D-Swarm comes out, without a sufficient vessel count, it's going to be really tough, and only off of 2 base, not even actually fully optimizing this other gas right here. That could be problematic. That will be problematic, excuse me. We'll be pushing out here. Oop, looks like he will take some fire on there. Pushing. Seeing what he can do. Tank in the back. We'll target the Lings, not getting too much on the lurker count right here, and he will have to evacuate that tank right here. Vulture will be mismicroed and will die. Looking back at his third, he has 4 lurkers just ready to deal with any kind of pressure on that third. Sziky will be trying to take this open 4th right here, which is susceptible. You can drop lurkers, or rather tanks up here, as well as lurkers. And looks like he's getting Plague, and as well as you've already seen Dark Swarm being utilized. He probably has already gotten to consume up. And Terran is on the map. But again, look at the vessel count. I think there's a way to, like, change this production tab to, like, units and stuff. But the point is, like, he does not have a lot of vessels right here. Oh, are we at 2 times? Shit. Don't mind the 2 times. And that sucks, dude. That really, really does suck. Now it's gonna be like I might have fucked up. Okay, here we go. So, regardless of the fact, Sziky gonna begin this late game combo going right here. He just needs to find a way to deal with this. Looks like we do have a dropship on the way. Can he do damage with it? That's the question. A lot of shit happening all over the map right here. You would never think that Brood War would ever run slowly on a gaming computer, but it does sometimes, man. Like, this game is not optimized, and it really should be. I hear Dark Swarm on this natural, so really no luck for Terran to pressure right here. He's gonna be elevating himself into the main base right here. Good damage being dealt so far. Sziky looks like he's trying to expand in the top right-hand corner. If I'm seeing that correctly right here. Ultra Cavern being thrown down. Nice Plague being thrown down right here. These Marines will instantly die. Maybe I'm wrong. There we go. Getting that lurker shot. Getting 3 kills on that one subterranean spike push. And what do we have here? Pretty good TVZ so far. I mean, Sziky, though, is just getting really good control. And again, it's just the fact that Terran can't do anything. I mean, Terran might have, okay, map control of what it seems are these. He actually may appear that he has better map control than he actually does with the mines that he has over here, and he's going to be throwing away a couple vultures right here. I'm not too sure if Terran can really tech switch to mech right now. He doesn't have a... Didn't do enough damage, perhaps. And he's thinking Vulture, so maybe not. Maybe he's just going to continue up his bioproduction, but it looks like he was going to start to begin that. Am I missing a drop somewhere? I probably am. Something happened over here. Some plaguing happened. And those lurkers should probably kill them off with minimal ease. With relative ease, rather. Sziky not doing too much right now. Other than, you know, macroing like a champ. See, wow. The last minute. Whew. Alright. Come on. Come on, Sziky. Let's have something happen. Terran, moving out here. Gotta take a fourth. He's gotta be double expanding here. He is susceptible right here. Sziky may find this out. Completely susceptible. He could lurker drop up here. He probably has, does he have draw play researched? I don't know. But that definitely could be an issue following up. Ling's coming out. We'll be intercepting a couple of the vultures right here. Trying to check for another base up here, but we'll be denied of that, of what it seems, if he's not microing that correctly. He will be able to check up here, but he will not see a base. Defensive Scourge. And alright. What's up here? Sziky getting up ultras now. And drop play. Now that's going to be an interesting thing. Again, I wonder if that's going to be to use on this ledge up here. If that will be the case. But Terran, he's pushing on the map right here. Getting that, you know, kind of like defending off this little, like, these pathways, like right here and right here from counter pushes. From like backstabs. But that's really what Sziky should be doing right now. I mean, yes, I get the macro. I get that. But, I mean, if he's going to want to utterly destroy Terra right now, I mean, literally that bottom right-hand base really should be scattered right now and really should be counter-pressured right now. I mean, he has speedlings. He has 2-1 upgrades. And, of course, those will be like 2-2 or 2-3, rather, coming up. Just because he is going to gain that Ultra transition up. I mean, he has Ultras that are 4-1 right now. So, apparently, that +2 carapace is already kicked in right now. He will be pushing in here, but under Dark Swarm, that's never a great thing. We'll be losing 2 more vessels again, and just poor control from keeping those vessels alive. If you're gonna keep one unit, if you're gonna keep anything from this army alive, keep the vessels. If you're gonna have to lose something, you're gonna keep 1 pair of units. Now Sziky pushing in here, going to a lot of mines right here, but Ultras just don't care with their 4-1 upgrades. He's not gonna wait for the 5-3. As considering they will finish within due time. Coming in here. Mines doing a good amount of damage right here. The elephants, the cows, the ultras, whatever you want to call them, are going to be target firing that bunker. More and more of them are coming down right here. Tower doesn't look like he's completely prepared. Sziky at a higher supply at this given time right now. And it looks like these will eventually die. If a mine does go off, yes, 1 will finally go down. He finally will be doing that counter pressure right here. Looks like he was going to try to make another starport to up that vessel production, and that's really kind of the deciding factor right here. This push was inevitable. There is a GG by Terror, and just the fact that he was sloppy or whatever you want to call it, with his vessel control, just didn't have enough to sufficiently go into a natural and bust it down, as it was pretty much impossible. He never got the mech transition up to kind of deal enough splash damage under Dark Swarm, even though that's not the most efficient way of dealing with Dark Swarm. He just did not have that high vessel count where you want like 15 of them and just can irradiate every Defiler, erase every Defiler on the map. But GG regardless. It has been your host and caster, iCup Fitz. This is just the iCup coverage, the English commentary for the Defiler Tour 56. Thought I'd do it for them, and we will be back 2 minutes or something like that, just while I set up the overlay and stuff like that, guys. Thanks for watching iCup StarCraft TV. Peace.